Well, reaction continues to pour in following the release of the first part of the Holy Father's 90-minute interview with Reuters. In that excerpt released yesterday, the Holy Father addressed rumors he's about to resign. He also discussed his health and mentioned his willingness to travel to Russia and Ukraine. The interview made headlines around the world. Joining us now from Rome is Andreas Thonhauser, EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief. Andreas, great to see you. Tell us more, please, about what the Holy Father said.
Sure, Owen. I am still alive. This is how Pope Francis choked in an interview with Reuters, a news agency. The interview was released at the beginning of this week, and it focused on four main topics. First, the Pope's health, the right to life and Roe v. Wade, his possible resignation, and potential trips to Moscow and Kiev. In a 19 minutes long interview, which Pope Francis actually attended without the help of others, using only a cane, it seemed important to the Holy Father to not only communicate, but also to demonstrate that he is well and, as he said, slowly getting better. He does not have cancer, Pope Francis clarified, and added jokingly, unless the doctors had not told him. There have been many rumors over the last months that Pope Francis is seriously ill, and his knee pains were merely symptoms of something more severe. This helped fuel speculations that he was also planning to resign at the end of August, because on the 28th of August, he will travel to L'Aquila. The Italian city in the Abruzzi Mountains is associated with Pope St. Celestine V, who at the end of the 13th century retreated from his post at the Vatican. Pope Francis commented that all of these coincidences made something that the same liturgy would happen again. But it never entered my mind, he added. For the moment, he would absolutely not consider stepping down. Nevertheless, he had to cancel his long-anticipated trip to Africa, which would have taken place this week. Pope Francis sent his Secretary of State, Cardinal Parolin, instead. He also celebrated Mass for the Congolese diaspora living in Rome just this week, expressing his frustration about not being able to be in Congo and South Sudan. A trip to Canada, which is planned for later this month, is still set to take place.
Andreas, you mentioned that the Pope Francis was also asked about Roe v. Wade being overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court. What did he say specifically, please?
So, yeah, the U.S. Supreme Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade was an important topic as well in this interview. The pontiff said that he respected the decision, but he had not studied it enough to comment on it from a juridic point of view. However, he condemned abortion once again, likening it to hiring a hitman. Is it legitimate, is it right, he asked rhetorically, to eliminate a human life to resolve a problem? At the same time, Owen, the Holy Father also explained his pastoral approach, as he called it, towards Catholic politicians who support abortion, saying, when the Church loses a bishop, or when the Church loses its pastoral nature, when a bishop loses his pastoral nature, it causes a political problem. Last week, on the solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul, Nancy Pelosi, the U.S. Speaker of the House, was present during a papal mass in St. Peter's. The staunch supporter of abortion received communion from a priest there, despite the request from Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone of her home diocese of San Francisco that she should not receive it because of her political activism against the right to life.
And quickly, finally, Andreas, what did Pope Francis say about his upcoming trips?
Well, the Pope also spoke about the possibility of a trip to Moscow regarding the current war in Ukraine. He said, and I quote, "I would like to go to the Ukraine and I wanted to go to Moscow first. We exchanged messages about this because I thought that if the Russian president gave me a small window to serve the cause of peace." He also mentioned that a visit to Ukraine is now a possibility, sometime after his journey to Canada. And by the way, this trip to Canada is fully confirmed now. He did add, the first thing is to go to Russia to try to help in some way.
All right, Andreas Thonhauser, EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief, thank you very much and great to see you.